Hey playa, one of the main things that a lot of teenagers struggle with is having a sense of privacy in their own home from their parents, from their siblings, from anyone else they're around. Having a sense of privacy will allow you to grow as an individual, but if you feel like other people are cramping on your style, here's how to convince them to give you that sense of privacy so that you can kind of develop and grow on your own. For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single Monday through Friday, I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. Now look, I totally get where you're coming from on this. I didn't really have a lot of privacy of my own growing up. I had 2 brothers, I had dogs in the house, my parents, my grandparents were there every so often, so the house was always packed full of people and I never really had my own space. And when it comes to your situation, that might be a similar case. You might feel like people are always watching what you do, always asking questions, never letting you just be. So how do you really start that conversation with them so they can back off a little bit? It may not be easy, but the best thing that you can do is to set individual boundaries with every single person. Instead of making these general claims like, hey, this is my personal journal or my personal room and I don't want people going in it, try to talk to each person on a one-to-one level. Let them know why it's important to you, why you don't want them kind of in your space, and why you want to keep it just for yourself. I know in some ways that should just be implied, but there are a lot of people that don't really respect other people's boundaries unless they're specifically told to. So the best thing that you can do is to let them know why it's important to you, why they shouldn't go in there, and if they get that curiosity or urge to just come talk to you about it. For example, if you have your own bedroom or your own part of the room where your stuff is located, try to talk to each individual parent. Let them know that, hey, if they want to go through your stuff, they should come talk to you first. You'd be more than happy to kind of show them what you have, to look under your mattress, whatever it is, but it should always go through you. That is a clear-cut boundary that they should follow. And yes, there will be times where your parents will just flat out ignore that. They're going to do it under the idea that, hey, I was just concerned, or I was looking out for you, or I was just curious as to what you were up to. When parents start doing things like that, it means that they're not involved enough in your life. The more you can kind of get them involved, let them know who your friends are, let them know what you do after school or what you do during school, the easier it'll be for them to trust you later on. Now, if you have younger siblings that tend to go through your stuff regardless of your personal rules, the best thing you can do is to talk your parents into getting you a lockbox. That way you can put your personal stuff away, you have a key, they have a key, and your younger siblings won't go sniffling through everything. Part of the challenge of living in a family is having your own space, having a place that you can call your own, where no one interferes, no one bothers you, and you can just be there by yourself. When you're living with a lot of people, you don't always have that luxury. There are always people making noise, people talking, people playing the TV or music, and somehow, some way, you don't have control over that space. If you're in a situation like that where it's not so easy to just tell your parents, hey, I want this space to be my own, the next best thing that you can really focus on doing is to convince them to let you have some type of after-school activity so you can kind of just distance yourself from your family, spend some time doing your own thing that's not tied to school, and it's more just focus on your well-being. Another option would be to kind of just spend a little bit of time outside of your house. Maybe walk in your building's hallway, walk in front of your house, spend a little time for yourself that's disconnected from your family. If that's the only alone time that you can afford, go for it. Take it whenever you can, because trust me, having that space where you can breathe, you can think clearly is super helpful. Or you may just have the type of parents that claim ownership over everything you have, your room, your computer, your clothes, and because of that, they feel like they have the right to kind of do whatever they want with it. Well, in those situations, those kinds of conversations can be tricky to have, but they need to happen. As you get older, having your own sense of personal identity is essential for your development. Having your own computer, your own phone, and your own management over your own schedule is important. A lot of parents don't want to let those things go. They want to nitpick, they want to control the ship, they want to kind of tell you what to do, but you have to kind of let them know that, hey, you're becoming an adult now, and you need to be able to manage these things on your own if you want to succeed. This conversation does vary from parent to parent, so talk to your parents and see where they stand and let them know where you stand. Definitely leave a comment down below letting everyone else know what's worked for you and what hasn't worked for you. Now, if you want to go deeper into convincing your parents to let you do certain things, I've put together a playlist that I think will be super helpful for you. So check it out, it's over there on the side. And on that note, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. As always, love and peace.